subscribe to the channel right now, youtube.com/JFreshOfficial. It's Pure Urban Fire this Wednesday night. Once again, you know it's me, Mr. J Fresh, in the building each and every week from 9 through to 11. You know how we do it on this show. We bring you the biggest and the most exclusive artists from the UK to the US, underground, overground, the top boys and the up-and-comers. Now, my guest for this week is a guy who I can literally describe to you as a global performer and entertainer. He is still the leading light of the UK R&B scene. Of course, I'm talking about Mr. Craig David, who's right here on the phone line. How are you doing, Craig?
Very well, thank you, man. How are you?
Yeah, mate, I'm hyped. We've been trying to lock you down for an interview for the last couple of weeks now, and we finally got to it, so, you know, there's lots for us to go into. It's all good, man. It's all good.
Wicked, wicked, wicked. Love it.
Now, listen, before we go into new music and we talk about the new music with you, let's just take it back a minute, maybe for the new breed of listeners, the new breed of Craig David fans out there. Musically, growing up as a youngster, where did it all begin for you?
Do you know what, to be honest, for me, I was in and out of pirate radio stations as a kid. So for me, it was all about trying to have my music, or just playing other people's music to an audience that genuinely were requesting songs that were going on in the clubs and what was really happening. So it's real, reactive, proactive music station. And then at the same time as that, I was in and out of the studio working with the Alpha Dodger as I was DJing. And off the back of that, just being in the clubs and writing music and DJing, I was at the forefront of what was going on, which allowed me to then write music, which I felt was very cutting edge, you know what I mean?
Definitely. Now, growing up, musically influences, who are the people who've influenced you and shaped your sound and made you think, you know what, those guys have got talent, I want to pick up the mic, I want to be like them?
Do you know what? I mean, I grew up listening from Terence Trent D'Arby to, obviously, to Michael Jackson. But then the new school stuff was like R. Kelly, Boys to Men, Joe, I mean, early Usher when he was coming through. So for me, I was listening to all that kind of American soul music that was coming over. But then I was also very heavily listening to the drum and bass, the jungle scene. So you'd hear MCs like Skibbity and DJs like Brocky kind of doing their thing. So I was all into those jungle pack, 6-pack that you get after a rave, and then the
tape pack situation still.
Oh, what? For me, that was what it was all about. You know, you couldn't wait to get that, especially if you've been to one of the raves and you knew it was a good night. You couldn't wait to get the pack for it. So there was a real kind of culture in that, you know. And I think that unfortunately over the years has slightly been lost because of the way that the digital domain has kind of kicked in and people can access music differently. But that for me was what inspired me, and it's still very close to my heart. That's why I'm happy to see all these artists coming through, from Dizzy Rascals, the Chipmunks, the Wileys, all these people coming through from a scene that started back in 10 years ago with the 1999 with Rewind and the garage scene, you know? Exactly.
Now, you've mentioned your kind of wide range of influences there, people who help to shape your sound. Now, of course, we've got to talk to you about Born to Do It. You ain't getting away from that. It was an unbelievable time for you, and last year, back in April, MTV viewers voted it as #2 on their greatest album of all time. Now, I don't know if you knew about that or not, but how does that make you feel? Because it must have been an amazing time for you.
Do you know what? It was wicked. I mean, obviously Michael Jackson was #1 with Thriller. So to be anywhere near that type of artist was wicked. But to be honest, to be #2 and know that I was being voted across the board from all the different MTV viewers, from MTV Base, MTV Hits, all the way across. I knew it was a demographic of people who were all getting into the same record, which for me was such an important movement to show that you can be an R&B soul artist coming from the garage scene, but at the same time have songs like Walking Away, which are touching a completely different kind of demographic of people, you know what I mean?
Exactly. Now, you're 4 studio albums deep right now, and it's your 5th album, signed, sealed and delivered, which is showcasing another side of you. It's another side of your influences. We're talking about classic Marvin Gaye, The Temptations, Stevie Wonder. How did this kind of concept come around for your latest album?
Do you know what? It was a record that I always wanted to make, just for my own personal peace of mind. It was I love these artists, love these songs growing up. Either consciously my mum and dad playing them, or just subconsciously these hits being played growing up as a kid.
You can't get away from them, man.
No, they're classics, and that's why for me I just wanted to do a record where I could pick out songs that I loved and sing them, because I'd already got confirmation through picking up Songwriter of the Year at Ivan Novello's and just having hits under my belt as an artist that I know I can write hit songs, but I felt, let me take on a slightly different challenge just for this record, where it's about, can you emotionally bring across the same feeling that artists like Stevie Wonder and Marvin Gaye did, rather than just, can you technically sing these songs? And that for me was a real challenge, because it's like, okay, come on, let's see you really sing now. And I was wicked. I was really glad to see the responses from the record.
The role of the remix, we as DJs, we absolutely love it, man. It really gives a different flex, a different side to every track. And the role of a remix has really played quite an important part in your career. Obviously, from way back when, we're talking about Sunship to Todd Edwards to MJ Cole remixes, Fantasy Fusion again on the UK angle, and of course that features on your new release, One More Lie, as well, because it's a Donato remix that I've been supporting heavily. So the role and the importance of these underground remixes is that something that's like quite important to you?
Yeah, do you know what? For me right now, sorry, there's a massive train going past. That was what was going on there. You're thinking, whoa, is he about to put some alarms and different kind of like the DJ spins all over the song?
I thought you had your own jingles there. You had your flyby, you had your train pass. I don't know what was going on.
You know what? It was like I was trying to keep the special effects going on behind me. Sorry.
Loving it, man. I'm loving it. Improvisation. Let's roll with this.
You want train sounds? I can put that together. Don't you worry about that.
What else you got? What else you got?
Do you know what? It's all kicking off around here. But the one thing I was going to say is that those guys that are coming through in the whole Donato movement and the guys that are making stuff happen right now, it's for me, I'm proud to kind of be part of something that started like way back in '99, and it's given me the opportunity to be a pioneer in that scene, to open doors for other people, like seeing the Tayo Cruzes and the Jay Sean's coming through.
Definitely.
And right now, I'm excited that I'm able to be 10 years in the game and making music the way I am. You know, it's a good place to be. You know, I'm excited about that.
Pure fire.